Hello and welcome to Geekatplay Studio tutorial. In this tutorial we look more on the material distribution. So let's create terrain. We'll zoom a little bit out and increase in size our terrain. Okay, now right click and select Edit Object. When we have our terrain open, let's increase our resolution to 1024 by 1024. Now we're going to open our add function, double time click, and we'll select pre-made in terrain altitudes. We'll just select log, click OK, and before we click OK, be sure the scale is 20, amplitude 30, and also on the function right click and select copy function and click OK now. So the function is applied. Let's click OK. We can also take our main camera and move a little bit above, so we can overview the terrain itself. Also, if you notice right here on the end, we have a small kind of bumps. What we can do, we can go to our terrain, edit object, and just select zero edges, so it will smooth a little bit, so we won't have that effect. Okay. Now, when the terrain is selected, let's open Material Editor and we select the mixed materials. Also, let's enable for now just colors so we can preview how they will mix together. And one interesting thing in distribution materials, we'll go over, right click, and now select paste functions. What this does, it will apply function that we have it before. Also, let's select object standard for this. All our materials. Okay, and when we're going here, what we want to do, we want to increase scale for maybe let's put it 5, both of them, so we will increase a little bit distribution. This seems like a little bit too big. Let's go to 3. And what's happening, you can notice we start filling out the mixing between, like in cracks, is almost going. And I'm just trying to find best match. Okay, yeah, this one I think it's look almost the best match. Okay, so it seems like playing very good. And next we'll go to one material, for example green, and we can select this with we go look on landscape, select with the rock plants. We'll go to our red one and let's select this as a snow. Also, what I want to do now, it is influence. Let's enable distribution and make a little bit angle, just a little bit more effect, and a bit mix. So if you see we have not enough snow, we can add a little bit more. And here it's become like a bit more of the tweaking. And one nice thing about creating this add function, let's like check on a render on the screen. It's kind of very nice. It's almost, you can see snow kind of lay down in the cracks. So what's happening, it's almost like snow was blowing and kind of stuck between rocks, cracks, and it's even going in with altitude this way. So it will give it more realistic snow effect on the rocks. Also, we can go to our ground. Be sure we select this snow. Look overall. One thing also, if you increase scale here, what's happening, you will notice you will start to see a big kind of round circle. So it won't look very real. When you want to increase scale, you actually want to increase, be sure using scale of distribution functions where you want to increase your scale on the function. Also, if you think it's look very similar, you can go to your function editor, click on distribution, add blender, add noise, actual fractal, click right here, switch this one to Perlin noise and value garden, decrease a bit down, make a little bit higher contrast, and maybe a little bit blend more. On this case, what's happening, this will add a little bit more random and won't be look that sharp. We'll click OK, and let's actually, you know what, let's load it atmosphere. And I have some interesting atmosphere from Asian Park. Go down main camera, move a little bit closer maybe. Okay, also you notice how it's dark. We have two choices. We can actually go and increase exposure, so it will give it overall brighter colors this way, or we can add more lights, but let's just work with exposure. So we add a little bit here, and let's go to atmosphere editor, just verify a couple things. So maybe drop this down, so it'll be a little bit faster and won't see the clouds. Can make a little bit more ambient. Yeah, let's go a little bit more with ambient color. Click OK. And I think we're ready to render our final. Go final, and let's render our final picture. Okay, so we have our final picture, and you can see how we apply our textures on a rock with a snow going with altitude in between cracks, so it will look like snow was blowing and kind of keeping here, and on more opening it is snow was gone, blowing away, and this look a little bit more realistic. Of course, you can spend more times by tweaking and adjusting function to bring even more realistic look, but it's already look very nice. Thank you for watching this tutorial from Geekatplay Studio. Please come visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com.